Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Welcome to the last edition of Talk That Tech, the morning show. And as Trey says, the
Number one tech morning talk show in the world. Let's go.
numero uno. Numero
Yes,
uno.
indeed.
Man, it's been a great year. 2023 has been a great year. What would you say about that, Trey?
Man, 2023, it has changed my perspective on a whole lot of stuff, bro. I'm so excited just to see what transpires going forward, just be based on all the things I've learned, all the people I've met, just all the growth that happened in this year. I know next year is just going to be crazy. And so, in preparation for that, this is the last episode of Talk That Tech this year, so that we can go ahead and progress on into the next year, locked, loaded, and ready. So yeah, bro, I'm happy. I'm excited.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that this is going to be such a great time. And before we get into it, like we always do, let's go check into the comment section here.
Hmm.
Good morning, peace and blessings. Operation Tech Takeover is in the building. Good morning from Mitch. Good morning.
Good
David
morning.
says
Good
good
morning.
morning as well. My good people. Hope everyone is blessed and highly favored. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you guys for tuning in with us and locking in with us. We definitely appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. We love it. We thank y'all for coming in, so we can do this interactively and have a good time. So no, it's good.
Yeah, and one thing I want to throw in there as well. I know a lot of people kind of were saying, "Hey, we want to see you. We want to see you more every single day, and so on and so forth." Well, we're talking about how we can make that happen. We're definitely going to need some crowd participation in that for sure. That is something that we're going to probably be talking about how we can make that happen. So keep your eyes peeled. We're going to be talking about it. But go ahead, and if you like this episode, or if you rock with us, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you have not already to our channels, go ahead and share this with other people, especially if you're on LinkedIn. We definitely want to be able to get the word out there. Let me go back to the comments section. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lachey. Lachey's in the building. Good morning. Rooting for you today. Rooting for you today. All right.
You got this.
You got this. Looks like we made it. Yeah, that'll be fire, right? Well, we're gonna talk about it. This is it's gonna we're working on some things, but we want to make sure that we have a couple of things in place, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man. Let's throw out the question of the morning. I
Run it
wanted to
up.
kind of ask you all a question here, and in light of the holidays that's coming up, I wanted just to make sure that first and foremost that we, you know, uh, think about the holidays and be able to talk about it as well. So the question today is your most what is the I should say the most memorable gift or Christmas present that you received? If it doesn't have to be if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's fine. But like, what is the most memorable Christmas present or present that you received? And we want to talk about it. Going down memory lane, y'all. Let me see what you guys talk about. But yeah, I'm gonna go to my brother Trey first. What was like the
Mm,
most memorable present that you ever received?
bro, the most memorable present that I can think of is, and the reason why I'm gonna say this one is because it's the first one that popped in my head, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's been great ones and all that, but I remember my Nintendo 64 in the late 1990s. Man, I got that Nintendo 64, and it came with what they bought me. They bought me Diddy Kong Racing and
Mm.
something else. And I just remember playing Diddy Kong Racing all the time. So that one was memorable because that was like my first real game system. And like I had a cousin, or I have a cousin. He got all the
Yeah.
game systems. So before that, right? Like I used to have to play his um, not Dreamcast. What was that? Nintendo Genesis and all the other ones that came before that one. I would
Yeah.
play his. So that one was special because that one was mine. Like I didn't have to go to I didn't have to go to his house. I didn't have to spend the weekend with him, right, to go play a
Yeah.
game. I could play every day after school. So yeah, that was the one that I remember.
Yeah. I'm laughing here because you're talking about video games. It happens like one of my memories happens to be that as well. But before
Yeah.
we get into that, I think I got some comments here. What about Sega? Andre mentioned what about Sega? You know, LOL.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't
And
have it. My cousin had that one.
and Andrea said poetry anthology. I could tell that you were definitely or still a poet or writer. So that's definitely dope there. Oh, good
Yeah.
morning. What up, Brandon? Good morning, sir. Thank you for rocking with us. I'm going to share my screen for this one because I want to go down memory lane. And before I do, I'm going to just share like with this particular gift, it was one that I saw in the store, and either my mom was very, uh, willing to give in that particular time, and she's like, okay, she either bought it for me on the day of, or it was something that she surprised me with. But I remember this very distinct video game, and I want people to remember. I want to ask people in the comment section if they remember this game. I'm gonna share the screen. Do y'all remember Ready to Rumble Boxing for
Mm,
PlayStation?
mm,
Let's get ready to rumble, and then
bro.
I don't know. That was my game back in the. I
I
mean,
definitely
that moment
remember
of
that.
time. Just to go back to memory lane, and so it's funny because this game came out, and I was like, "Hey, mom, I want this game." Da 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 da. And she bought it for me on the PlayStation, and I don't know why, but like this particular game, among other games that I got, this was the one that was the one that gave me flashbacks. So I'm going to go to the comment section because it's starting to blow up right now. Damien says, "Hey yo,"
Yeah. Yeah,
Andrea
you
said
remember?
no. Andrea said no. I was reading books. She's like the gift we knew. I was a writer and loved poetry. It was very thoughtful and intentional gift. The book later inspired me to publish my own poetry anthology. We have a Arthur in the building. I
Yo,
love that.
that's
I love
amazing.
that.
I
Maybe we
I
should get
want
you
to
on the
mention
show.
that. I want to mention that after we finish going through these comments, man, because that's important, bro.
Let's do that. Let's do that. And then Mitch says, yeah, I remember that." He's like,
Hmm.
"Yeah, that game was awesome." Afro Thunder, that's right. This is Afro Thunder that's standing right there. And then
Yeah.
Jermaine said himself, "Definitely, I remember that." Oh man, they were just going back into memory lane. Like, go ahead. I mean, I don't want to change it the question of the morning, but man, like for all those gamers back in the day, it was like one retro game that you're like, man, like if I could play a game right now from back in the
Yeah.
day, it would be this one. Yo,
Yeah.
Honestly, even though first point shooters have gotten better, GoldenEye was one of my favorite from '64.
Bro, Golden
Do
I
do
forgot,
do do
bro.
do do
I
do. When you
did
hear
end
that,
up getting that. I did end up getting that one, bro. And that one, hey, man, you gotta get that you gotta get that gun from the restroom when you playing dual player.
yeah,
Like that was the one, bro.
yeah, yeah, man. Once that music came on at my cousin's house, everybody ran to the '64. We're like,
Yeah.
I called dibs, and it was because it was a 4 point. It was you could use 4 people, right? So back in the day, that was like everybody got a chance to play. 007 Golden Eye, yes. Sonic, that's
Yeah.
definitely one for sure. That was a big deal. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll pass it back to you because you wanted to go back to the comment that was said by Andrea about
Yeah,
being
real quick. And before I do that, you made me remember, yo, the what was that game, bro? Oh, the game I would go back and play. I don't know. I think John Madden, he totally like he signed some deal with the
oh
NFL. He signed some deal with the NFL and they just kind of just like backed off, but they should have been able to keep making games. NFL 2K5 with TO on the cover with the ball like this, with like the Jumpman sign, TO on the cover, bro.
that was a
They
killer.
killed that game, bro. They killed that game. Yeah, I think John Madden just signed some kind of crazy deal with the NFL and they had to stop. But anyways, that's one that I would go back and play to this day. That was the
mm,
one.
mm.
And Damien said, "Yo, Trey, remember the missions?" Yeah, I definitely remember the missions, bro, on GoldenEye. But no, I wanted to go back to that to Andrea's post there because, bro,
hmm
like sometimes I think we miss, like, I don't know, not we because I'm not a parent yet, but like sometimes parents, you have all these big things or things that you want to give your children, or something as simple as that
Yeah,
was based on something that she was doing.
yeah.
I just wanted to say, like, yo, it's imperative that we pay attention to like what our kids are into, because you never know. They
hmm
could turn into authors just
Yeah.
from a simple book and them being interested, right? So I just thought that was awesome that they were really in tune with her enough to know, like, hey, maybe she doesn't want this mega Barbie dollhouse with all the rooms in it, and this book that's specifically tailored to something that she's doing every evening when she gets out of school might be a lot better for her.
Mm.
So that was just, I don't know, I just wanted to mention that because that was awesome to hear.
Yeah, she said facts. She said
Yeah.
facts for sure. And then also, I got another comment here from Corporation Tech Over. The Game Genie, the Power Glove. I don't remember that. The power. Oh, you talking about Power Glove? Oh no, I if you talking about the same one I'm thinking about, that was for GameCube, I believe. Was that
Nintendo, yeah.
Nintendo? Was it? I'm thinking about. Oh no, oh that's back. Oh, that's about Power Glove. Wow, that's back.
Yeah, yeah,
That's like Atari days.
yeah.
Now I thought you were talking about like the gem when they had gems and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna get on a tangent. Let's keep the show rolling.
we could
We're never gonna
definitely we
leave
could
this
definitely do
section.
that.
We might do this like another day. We just talk about games from back in the day.
Facts. Yeah.
But before I get all excited about this, I want to remind everybody that this is an interactive show. You go ahead and click to call into the show. We definitely would love to hear your thoughts. The link is pinned on my YouTube page as well. To go ahead, click that link. You want to call into the show and share your thoughts about any topic that we covered today. Any topic that we covered today is going to be a good one. Now we're going to talk about a movie that is in recent news, and with that, I'm going to let my brother Trey take over to talk about this because I thought it was a very interesting topic for sure.
Mm. Y'all, so sometimes I'm online, right? And sometimes I'm disengaged from online. So I don't really know everything that's going on, but somehow I stay in the loop. And so when was that? A few days ago, my wife, she hit me up. She was like, hey, we were here. She was like, yo, this movie is all over TikTok and I want to watch it because it seems interesting. I'm like, all right, well, just put it on. And so she puts it on, and I see Michelle and Barack Obama's name in the intro credits and all this stuff. I'm like, oh snap, what is this? And it ended up being Leave the World Behind. Did anybody watch Leave the World Behind at all in these last few days? Um, if you didn't, hey, this is a spoiler, so it is what it is. Not gonna go too much in
Oh
detail,
yeah,
so
yeah.
don't worry about that.
We
But
talk about one
no,
section.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So basically, just to give the synopsis though, a family's getaway to like they went to this luxury home. It really got dark, like dark turn after they went to that home. Basically, a cyber attack knocks out all the devices, all the internet, all the stuff, and two strangers who ended up being people who own the home, possibly showed up to the house and had to come in. So leaving it there, uh, it was a crazy movie. It had a lot of stuff going on, but the specific spot that we wanted to talk about, we see some comments coming in. It said that the ending made me the ending pissed me off. I thought the same thing at first. I was like, wait, what?
I'm gonna go to the comment section. Shay's like, "This is
Yeah, run it
dope.
up.
Movie is dope."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
said, and that's what we can talk about the ending. But go ahead,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, no. And so we wanted to talk about this specific spot, right? Y'all remember, well, maybe not, but some of y'all know when they got ready to leave the house, they was like, y'all, no, we gotta get up out of here. We came to our senses, we're not staying, let's go. So they got in the car and they rode down the road, and all of a sudden it was a whole pile up of Teslas, right? And they was just all crashed into each other. And then eventually on their way back to the house, they had to misdodge and move out the way of other coming driverless uh Teslas. And so we wanted to talk about that real quick because I don't know if y'all know, but Tesla issued a recall for about 2 million, basically all the vehicles they have on the road. Um, also that they can do a software update that's related to the Tesla's autopilot feature. Now, the interesting thing about this, right, is they were saying that the update is going to include more warnings for the driver to remain attentive while using the autopilot. So it it technically doesn't have anything to do with what was happening on the movie, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking it's also having to do with something on that side of the autopilot as well. But it basically, just to give some more detail real quick, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, they conducted a 2-year investigation into crashes involving autopilot, and basically they're saying that it was insufficient. And so since 2019, there have been 19 people who have died in crashes involving Tesla's autopilot. But anyways, I just thought that was the craziest coincidence, right? A crazy
Right.
coincidence that all of a sudden that they have to have a mandated update, software update. Man, what you think about that, Joseph, bro?
Yeah, when you said it, I was thinking about the same thing too, because it came across my timeline where basically they're like, "Yeah, we got to shut things down." And I'm like, "Y'all just saw, is this because of the movie?" Because I literally just saw the movie. Like I literally just
Yeah,
saw it right when that was said. I'm like, and then everybody was like, some people were like, "No, this is just a regular kind of like update. Like they like it's like almost like your iPhone being updated." And I'm like, "Yeah, but
nah.
iPhone don't ask my iPhone back to update my iPhone." Like,
And that's the thing, bro. Like normally, if you ever been in a Tesla, I put 20,000 miles on a Tesla, bro. When the updates come, you don't gotta go back. Like you don't gotta go there,
it's just you open the car, you're like, updated. Oh,
bruh.
cool, that happened.
Bruh. So I don't know. It was different this time, and it was just extremely close. Right
Mm,
after that movie, showing all, I was surprised though that those were the only ones that they showed. I was like, man, who's behind this movie? Like who paid to make sure
mhm.
that Teslas were the only uh driving or
Brand.
yeah, brand that we saw crashing in there. I'm just saying, I'd be thinking about a marketer in me, just it showed that. I'm like, it
They were
definitely should have been
specific.
some more cars in yeah, it should have been some more cars in that pilot, but I'm not gonna go there. I know the comment section is blowing up though.
Yeah, I gotta go through this real quickly because after Reginald spoke, he's like, "Hey, yo, it's crazy. I love this movie." Damien said, "About to look it up." I'm sorry, Andrea. I think you should turn off for this section. We talking a lot. We're not gonna talk
But it was
too much of
just
the
about this.
premise.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
section, right?
yeah.
Yes, I watched it. It was pretty good. It touched me. It touched on so many social issues. The ending makes you mad, but
That's
it
facts.
also, yeah,
But
yeah,
it
yeah.
is enlightening. We probably gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, I feel bad now because Andrea didn't see it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk anymore, but I was like, how she ain't no way.
Yeah,
He said, yes, the physical power glove you put on and the game genie both for Nintendo. Oh yeah, yeah, yep,
yeah,
that's right. I gotta
yeah.
get it back to that though. I didn't get a chance to operate that. I had my cousin Atari, or the headset, the one that you put on your head and you could like virtually reality one. I forget what that's called. The ending of the Netflix movies always leave you to come to your own conclusion. Netflix wrong for that. It gets me off. I think she mentioned the other word as
Yep, yep.
off as well in the ending. Then Damien says, "I knew where to go." Then Damien said, "Where is Damien comment at? There you go. I knew as soon as I seen it, I was ain't nobody in there."
Yeah. Nah,
Guitars.
for real. Like as soon as you saw
Yeah,
that power up, I'm like, nah.
yeah.
And
Uh oh,
all them
Mike.
people ain't dead.
Michael says it's all not a coincidence. Obama
Hey,
knows something.
hey, Michael, we on the same way, bro. Cause I'm like,
Yes,
they had that intel, they had that insight. So I'm like, yo, this was their way of kind of laying some stuff out on the table without being the
saying too
ones that say it
much.
out their mouth. You know.
Yo, and here's the thing. I'm not gonna say the ending because I want to keep my thoughts on the ending, but let's just talk about a specific thing because I want other people to watch it. But in regards to like coincidence, nah, fam. This that's the warning. It's giving the Simpsons type of prediction vibe. I honestly believe that as well. Like the fact that they have who they have as producers on this as well.
Yeah.
They
And that
can't.
they co-signed.
It's
Right.
almost like it's like we can't tell you, but we gotta warn you. That's how I felt. We can't tell you, but we gotta warn you. And y'all, and I'm gonna just say this: y'all need to stop watching TV. That's what I took from it. Like y'all gotta stop trying to be getting these dopamine hits, be in a comatose state, and be aware of what's going on around you. Oh man, I think we might have to have a spoiler, like a movie
Yeah, we
review
got
the next,
yeah,
like
we
the
got
first
to. Just a
episode of the
little
new
bit.
year, just because
Just a little bit.
this is just a deep conversation that we could bring people on and talk about it. We're just touching on it today because Andrea, we want
Yeah.
you to see it. We want you to see
Yeah,
it
we
so we can
do.
talk about it. Andrea said you took your car back. He's like, I don't got the Tesla right now. I was like, I don't got the Tesla
Ah,
right now.
no,
Um,
wifey didn't like it. Wifey didn't like it.
oh yeah, yeah. I thought this was Jordan Peele movie. Oh, you know what? It would,
It was giving it would give those kind of
yeah,
vibes, man. Yeah,
it
that's
was.
crazy.
It was. I gotta look at the credits. I don't remember who directed it, but I
Same.
know I saw some names in the producers, and I was like, "Yo, uh-oh, we gotta stop the presses. Stop the presses." We have our
Skirt.
leading sponsor for for the stream today, Tech Coach Ralph. He's been pouring it in. He's been giving
Check
it.
Coach Ralph.
He's been blessing, man. We're gonna shout you out. Go ahead and support Tech Coach Ralph as well. Thank
No,
you so
that's
much for
facts.
your support. You just been jumping on the show and doing everything.
Good
He's a shout
brother.
out to Joseph and Trey. Great to connect and collab with you guys this year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you in
Good brother right there.
2024. Salute as well to you, good brother. So go ahead and support Tech Coach Ralph and his channel, especially if you're looking to get in QA. He breaks it down. He dives deep into stuff. Like his streams are very detail oriented. So you definitely want to make sure you get there. You're getting free classes, free education. So why
Yeah,
not?
and if you on that QA wave, you already into the details anyway. So
Yeah.
that's right up your alley.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So if somebody asked you, is it on Tubi? I think it's on Netflix.
Tubi.
Tubi,
He
Tubi. I
says it
know it's
on
on Tubi.
Tubi.
Tubi. It's on
No,
Tubi.
no,
It's on
if it was on
Tubbies.
if it was on Tubi, bro, Reginald, it was gonna have the low budget feel to it. As they had the
It'll
low
be
budget cameras on Tubi.
it'll be virtual
No,
reality Teslas.
now some of
With
those movies are funny though, but no,
yeah,
it's not on Tubi. It's on Netflix right now. Oh, he
Netflix.
saw it. He
Yes.
saw it. He saw it.
Oh,
Reginald,
oh,
he
he
ended
said,
up
oh,
seeing it.
never
Yeah,
mind. It's on Netflix. Yeah, perfect. It's on
yeah.
Netflix. Yeah, so yeah, have a bunch of people will be watching. Listen, watch it so that we could talk about it in the new year. We're gonna have that as the first. Remind me, Trey. That's be the first episode. We're gonna just kind of go into that movie because there's a lot of things about tech in there, but there's a lot of things about life that we kind of need to be keeping aware about as well. And on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, I see her other
Oh, this is
one.
on YouTube, Netflix. Yep,
Oh yeah.
it's on
I think she's
Netflix. Oh,
talking about this one. Are you talking about us, Andrea? Are we on YouTube? Yes.
oh
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
she's looking from Instagram, not Instagram. She's looking
LinkedIn,
from LinkedIn, and she was asking
LinkedIn.
if this show is on YouTube. It definitely is.
Yes,
So
we are on LinkedIn and YouTube. So go lock in with us, man. We're gonna do some amazing stuff in the new year. We're brainstorming stuff between now and then. So hopefully you get a
getting
chance to.
logistics together.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. You can go to youtube.com/@ Tech Niche Tips, or you can go to Trey's channel, which is I think at Trey Tech Back Trey. Is
Tech
that
back
correct?
tray. Mm-hmm.
At Tech Back Trey, right? So you could lock in with both of us. And then we're gonna again we're working on some stuff behind the scenes and we'll reveal it when the time is right. I'm gonna go to this question real quickly. You know who
Yeah.
paid for it? Big Auto spent that bag to crucify Elon and Tesla. They're
Hey,
like shit.
like I
Chevy
think
was
about
like
stuff
The
like that.
Rock. Boom.
I
Remember
think
like The
about
Rock?
stuff like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ford is like, yo, we'll pay you. we'll cover the whole movie, all
Imagine
the
too, you would have
expenses.
they all had a meeting. They're like, listen, we gotta conspire against the
Yeah,
rocket.
they're like, hey, they just dropped this
We gotta
Cybertruck,
X them out. Unintended.
the F-150, the F-150. They came out with their electric version, and Ford is like, hey, we need no competition. Let's
And
go ahead and we're gonna sponsor the whole thing. Don't
you
even
know
worry.
so funny? You said it earlier too. Like there was no other cars there except
Bro, I'm just saying this is how my mind thinks, right? Immediately, like I saw the pile up, and then they did the wide, they backed off of just that group, and you seen the whole line. I'm like, it's only Teslas, right? I'm just saying. I'm not a hater. I'm just like I just recognize I peep game, bro. I peep game.
Yeah, man. It's so funny. So, have y'all seen Tesla robots, Optimus Gen 2? No, I haven't.
I
That might
ain't
be something
seen
we'll be
that
able to
yet.
talk about as well next
I might
year
need,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, you made it. Oh, there she is. There she is. She's
Hey,
on the YouTube side. YouTube.
hey,
There we go.
hey.
There we go. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So, oh man, that was funny. There's a lot to talk about there. And
Tiffany, Tiffany. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna ask everybody what their thoughts were, but they gave it. Everybody gave their thoughts about this particular topic,
I'm
which I
laughing,
love.
bro.
I
Tiffany
love,
said Tubi would have had toy Teslas in the movie.
oh no. You would probably say
It's true. She said the Hot Wheel version. Hey, it's true. It's true.
oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny.
It's
Imagine
true.
somebody in a green screen holding it. You just see
Still
like
can see the little hand. You can see the
claymation,
fingernail. God, dog.
claymation like back in the day. Gumby, it's just like Gumby Teslas
Nah,
rolling
that ain't right. That ain't right. They
oh
like
man.
Tubi. They doing numbers though. They got to be doing numbers. I think I saw a commercial for them. So
Mhm.
they doing something right. They doing something right. Like if that's
Yeah,
if you love low budget films, and not all low budget, like they got some other ones on there. But if that's your
yeah,
thing, hey, that's where you need to be on there for sure.
yeah. All love to Tubi.
For sure.
Tubi. Oh,
For sure.
and Tech Hill Drops, I got a video coming out about it on Friday about the Tesla Optimus Gen 2. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, plug it in,
So
plug it
it
in,
must
plug it
be lit.
in.
It must be lit.
Yeah,
Let,
yeah,
let me
definitely
find
must
out.
be lit.
Let me find out. I need to go back and watch Will Smith's iRobot real quick before I go look into this Optimus Gen 2.
Listen, this is a wild episode, so we're gonna go all over the place for a little bit.
I know, right?
Let me ask you. This is a question for the audience, and then we're gonna switch topics when we get there. But okay, I saw somewhere online that Karate Kid ruined Jaden Smith's career, just like the Wild Wild West ruined Will Smith's career. But as a kid, I don't
Mm.
remember the Wild Wild West being that bad. Was it that bad?
Bro, you
We're
know what's
going
crazy?
straight
I never
to
even watched
the
it.
Wild Wild West. You never saw it?
That's all I know.
The song, right? Cisco, go ahead. Go ahead. Shut up. Oh, we're going straight. Cisco, man. Oh man, but like I'm throwing that out there. Like, I mean, Karate Kid to me with Jaden Smith wasn't bad either. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. 120 million box office. I don't think that killed his career. There's other
Nah,
things that
definitely didn't.
probably did, but I don't think
Exactly.
that did. Yeah, like Roy said it here. Wild Wild West was a classic. I'm like, I
Yeah.
think I think it gets too much like people.
But you
It's
know
like
what?
just a narrative that was out there,
Bro,
right?
you know what happens, bro? Like sometimes you're so big and so like monstrous that
Yeah,
even though you do great things on the smaller level, like anybody in their prime as an actor would
yeah,
love a box office that did 120 something $1 million.
yeah,
But when you're so large, it kind of overshadows. I liken it to LeBron James, right? When you're as good as LeBron James, and yes, I'm a LeBron James fan, okay? I do rock with LeBron.
yeah.
When you're as good as LeBron James, it overshadows and for that long period of time,
Uh huh.
people start taking your greatness for like they take
Granted,
advantage
yeah,
of it. Yeah, yeah, for granted. Yeah, that's what I was going
yeah.
for. They
Oh yeah,
take it for granted. And so
yeah,
you do all these great things and they're like, it's okay. When anybody in the league would want to be doing the numbers that LeBron is putting up now and at
yeah,
39 or whatever, however it is, 38, 39, they would
yeah,
love to be doing that in their prime years. And like, so it's just one of those things, bro. When you're that big, and so for Jaden, it probably just it boils down to his father was that big, and so
yeah,
now they look at him and it's like, it's not the, you know, so it's just one of those things, bro.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm gonna go to the comment section because we got a couple good comments in
Mm-hmm.
here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Michael says if you all haven't seen it, look up A24 Civil War trailer. Yeah,
I just
A24
looked
be
it
coming
up.
up with some stuff. You just looked it up. You just
Yeah,
looked it
because
up.
I had no clue. Yeah, I had no clue about it.
It looks like it would be the next film after this one. Oh, okay. So a lot of stuff coming up here because I can't talk about the movie. I don't want to talk about the movie yet. I want to give Andrea an opportunity to watch it. So, but that's a part of it. I'm just gonna say that
Yeah.
much. Reggio says I was just about to ask, do you think iRobot is foreshadowing the future? Oh yeah, and here's the thing I learned at Thanksgiving Summit. Shout out to all the Thanksgiving people out there. Woohoo! But
Hey.
like it was somebody that was oh man, I forgot the brother's name. But there's a brother that was speaking about Gemini who worked on Gemini, and he was just breaking it down in regards to AI. Because sometimes we think that, we are in this place where AI is taking over because it's doing what deep learning is supposed to do, when it's really machine learning at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
So machine learning is different from deep learning. Deep learning is like, like it's an example when two robots were put to play soccer and they're just like kicking like like they and then when you come back 2 hours later, they're like messy out there, just
Killing
like
it. Yeah, they're
killing it.
killing it.
Robots are doing
Yeah.
that
I
on
saw
their
that one.
own. That's deep learning, and that's kind of like what
Yeah.
iRobot does. iRobot is. So we're not really there yet in regards to technology, in regards to that being like everywhere, in regards to deep learning, but machine learning, yeah, we definitely there. So keep an eye
Yeah.
on that. That might be something
Because
that we
we're
got to look out for.
because machine learning, let me real quick.
Go
So
ahead, sir.
machine learning, that's where we're putting the information in, right?
Yeah, machine learning
And
is
it's
like, yeah,
and it's
us putting it
learning
in.
based on what. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah, and so for those of y'all who like understand that side of it, just realize that's I like that you said that's where we're at, because think about it.
yeah,
When you think about Chat GPT,
hmm,
it knows some things, right? But then you're inputting things as well. So the
yeah,
conglomerate of everybody putting in these things is causing it to know more and more and more. So just keep that in
hmm,
mind. Just keep that
yeah.
in mind.
And also keep in mind, and not to scare anybody, but just to be cognitive of what you're putting into Chat GPT. Once
That's
you
where I
put it
was
in
going
Chat
with it.
GPT, it owns it,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
So like that's why I was
go
going
ahead,
with it. So but
go
I thank
ahead.
you for putting it out. I didn't want to just go out flat out and say it, but yeah. See, that's that synergy right there. That's
Yeah,
that synergy, okay?
synergy. Yes.
Yeah.
No, like, yeah, it's true. That's one thing I learned. So y'all be putting in certain things, personal information in there. ChatGPT is like, oh, but okay, bet, and could possibly give that answer to somebody else when they're looking for an answer to a question. So just be thoughtful of that. Anyway, I'm gonna go through the comment section real quickly. Mitch said they shouldn't have remade Karate Kid. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because the original
That might
was
have been
the
it.
original. The original was the original. Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. Like, yeah, it's hard to beat. Hard to beat Russo. Russo. It's hard to beat that. Good morning. Good morning. Anaka's in the building. Good morning. Good morning. We
Hey,
got Damien. He also over singing. We're going straight to the wild, wild west. All right.
hey.
Oh, wait, wait, stop the presses. We got to call in. We got to call in. I'm gonna actually go through the press. Well, we got a lot of comments. I'll go to comments real quick, and then we get this caller on the line here with us. So we got Lisa. I didn't really see it either. Okay, I'm sorry, Lisa. We stopping. We're not going into that. We're not going into the movie. We can stop right
Yeah.
here. Just like there should not be a Home Alone 3 or 4, and there
Hey,
was. There
hey,
was.
Mitch, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. They should have definitely stopped that too.
All right, and then Tech Coach Ralph. I love. He's always about the questions like Cavs LeBron, Miami LeBron, or LA LeBron. Which LeBron you're
Hey,
rocking with?
listen, the first Cavs, LeBron. I was there then. Okay. So yes, I've been wherever he's at, that's where I'm at. But also, just caveat, since you asked the question, I'm also not a huge fan on teams and games like that. So
Yeah,
if I can't put stock in them, like if I can't be a part owner in your company, I'm not gonna be crying on the weekend because we lost. I'm not.
yeah,
So yes, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm more of a players fan. So I like players throughout the league. As long as they doing their thing, I'm rocking with that player. So yeah, LeBron is just he's been the ultimate player for all these years. But I got
yeah,
different players I love around the league. And yeah, if I can't pay to have some stock in the company, I'm not
hmm,
gonna be sick and sad on after you lose a game, bro. Because
yeah,
yeah, it's just not me. So
yeah,
yes, old
yeah,
Cavs, first Cavs, LeBron, bro.
yeah. Man. I used to have like remember those string book bags that used to like pull
Yeah,
apart, right?
yeah. I
I used
yeah,
to
I had
have
the
the Jersey
Jordan.
Cavs, but
I had the Jersey
LeBron.
Jordan. I had the Jersey Jordan one, bro.
I had a Jersey LeBron. Cavaliers just walking to
Yeah,
school like, yeah,
yeah,
I'm hot stuff. I
yeah.
remember
Those are
those
lit.
now. Mitch said he used to be cool Trey until you started talking about LeBron. Oh, don't be a hater, Mitch. Don't be
Hey,
a hater.
hey, I knew it was gonna come, bro. I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I said it like that. Yes, I'm a LeBron fan, but it's only because, listen, man, y'all gotta realize this dude got $1 billion and he still plays on the level that he plays on. Like, how many of us would stop working at 500,000, at a
Mm,
million, and this dude got
mm,
$1 billion and still plays at that level? There's something there, and so yes, That's what I look at. So
yeah,
just a little insight there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a great. That would be a great pivot to talk about what we want to talk about next. But I don't want to leave the
Mhm.
person on the line here. I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
stop
bring them
looking
up.
at the comment section. but I'm going to bring on our friend to the show. I'm gonna leave you off camera, so I'm gonna do the special one, and I'm gonna bring you on so you can talk with us. What up? What up, Scott? How you doing, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Doing good, doing
What's up?
good. Thank
What's
you
up?
for stopping
What's up,
by
Trey?
and being part of the show.
Yeah. And I was just going to tap in too. I mean, I feel like as far as what you're talking about with Jade and all that stuff, there's certain movies, like I said, man, they don't want you to remake. And Karate
Mm-hmm.
Kid was one of those ones. I mean, that was a cult classic. So I mean, even though they try to update it, you get your diehards, it's just not gonna go for it. Plus,
Yeah.
you also have to take into consideration who he is, whose son he
Mm,
is. There's been a
mm,
lot of controversy, what I'm saying, even before the whole, Chris Rock and him thing. There's been other controversy with Will throughout the years. So,
mm,
that possibly could have also had something to do with it, with him being Will's son. Just my little take on it. And yeah,
yeah.
Home Alone, yeah, they should have stopped that at Home Alone 1. Let's just go ahead and be honest with it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it.
Yeah,
That's funny, man. Oh, that's funny. But thank you so much for calling in. I'm gonna get back to these comments, Scott, but thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate that. I'm gonna bring back on Trey. Thank you so much.
of course.
Yeah, man. Scott, we love you, man. Friend of the
Appreciate you,
show.
bro.
Always rocking when he's day one. I really appreciate you, Scott. Thank you so much. Operation Tech Takeover. Follow the brother, man. Even if you don't have any videos on, I don't know how many videos he has on, but just follow him. He's a great dude. He's a great dude. And then we got a couple of comments here. I want to really kind of get to this next section here, which is coming up. They might be the next Bloomhouse A24. Okay, got you,
Ah,
got you. Yeah, no, absolutely. And then I got to the next section right here. He said, "I'm gonna watch it today and rewatch iRobot." You know what? He
I
could maybe
know.
want to
I said
that
the
and
same thing. I
I
was
Am
like,
Legend.
I'm
You
actually
gotta
gonna
maybe
do
wanna
that.
watch. Y'all gotta maybe watch this because there's a lot of stuff in a lot of these movies, right? Slightly creating a
Yeah.
monster. Oh yeah, nah, not slightly. It's
Yeah.
happening. It is happening again. Anyway, that's a little Caribbean reference. But building a database of information to set up for deep learning. It's coming soon, and we are not that far away. You are right, Michael. You're right. We are not that far away, in my
Yeah.
opinion. They're already doing it. I mean, even look at Gemini. Gemini could create you a whole website,
Let's come back to
Um,
that one.
yeah, that next year we're gonna have that's a whole thing on Gemini.
No, I meant this one, this
Oh,
question.
this
Let's come
comment
back to that
right
one.
here.
No, the other one that you were on. We can come back
Oh,
to that one after this.
new to a company. I'm in tech sales. How can I separate myself and stand out? Great question. So, you mind if I take this one first,
Oh,
or
you gonna
you?
go ahead and do it? Yeah, that's fine. I
No,
just
we can
didn't.
both
I
do
was
it.
like, no, I was like, we can just go ahead and finish out what we were on and then go back to this one. But that's fine.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Harris, we're not gonna forget about you. All right, let's go
Mm.
to. I am a Lakers fan, and Lakers and LeBron fans together are savage.
Oh, that's
Yes, man.
facts. Yeah, that's
Kobe
facts.
fan.
That's
Hey,
facts.
you can be a Kobe fan, LeBron fan. You gotta be, hate
You
one. Even though
can, but hey, people don't want to hear that, bro. Like you
yeah, they don't
can.
want to hear that.
Like I love Kobe's tenacity and what he did for the game, bro. But I
Yeah,
mean, like, but it's hard for people to do that.
yeah,
You gotta be on one person and you gotta be on one team and you gotta ride with that team and all that stuff. But it's cool. It's
yeah.
cool.
He said that movie Talk to Me was wild. Damien says he trains like he was just like, "You still cool with me, Trey?" He's
Oh,
still cool
good.
with
I
me.
appreciate that, Mitch. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Well, let's go back to this question because this is going to be something that I think will be a great segue. But I'm gonna let you
Mm-hmm.
start it off
Mm-hmm.
first, and then I'll talk about it afterwards.
Sure, sure. So he said he's new to a company in tech sales and he's trying to or she, it just says Harris 33, and they're trying to separate themselves and stand out. One
Hmm.
way for sure is to get in and learn. So
Yeah,
you're there, like as an SDR, they know that this is an entry level role and they know that you don't know everything, right? So
yeah.
what you're there to do is to learn. So first you got to learn what your company is, what they do, and who they serve. So the faster
Hmm.
you learn that stuff, and then you're able to like show that you know it, that's already going to put you out there on the radar. Then from there, you just want to actually do the job. So I mean, it's simple to
Yeah,
say, but yo, if you can consistently, you make up in numbers what you lack in skill. So
yeah.
yo, I'm new to this company, or maybe I'm new to the industry. I don't know how to close meetings every time I get on the phone. But
Mm,
right now, I'm 1 out of 10. So what does that
Yeah.
mean? Hey, out of every 10 calls, I close one person. I need to be making sure that those numbers add up to whatever the goal is plus more. So,
Mm,
yo, if I got to do 40 calls a day, at minimum, I'm doing the 40 calls, right? That's bare
mhm,
minimum. So you want to always make sure you're hitting your goal. And if you can, in those earlier stages, do a little more. It's gonna make some people
mm,
hot. It's gonna make some people mad at you, right? When you come in and you doing 55 and it's 40, they're gonna be looking at you sideways. They're like, man, they come in here trying to show me up. No, I'm trying to do my best. And right now, in my time period, my best is 55. So focus on doing your best and then ask questions, get in with your manager, like make those plans early, right? So you want to be in
mhm.
there, hey, how can I do this better? Or this is a call that I had, right? In your one-on-one time. This is a call I had. This objection kind of stumped me up.
Yeah,
What can I say right here? So what is that
yeah,
telling your manager? Yo, this guy's coachable, or this girl is coachable, and she can take constructive criticism, and then just make sure you're around your people, right? So I'm not saying you got to be buddy buddy with everybody or be all in their face, but if they have multiple outings, make sure you hit up some, right?
yeah,
Because now that also like you're being a well-rounded coworker or teammate. And so, yeah, I would say those things those things are going to really, put you out there and keep you up ahead. There's obviously more, but we're going to stay right
yeah.
there. Go ahead, Joseph.
Now you nailed a lot of them on the head. I mean, if anything, I'm kind of like reaffirming what you're saying, and I might add a little bit here and there.
Hmm.
But what I would say that got me from a senior, from an SDR to a senior SDR was this, right? I got into the company, and of course, you want to be present as much as possible, especially in this virtual world that we live in. So I greeted account executives, whoever I was able to contact with my authentic, bubbly self, because I'm just like, hey, what's up, guys? I bring that energy naturally, right? But then one of the things I did was I asked, like, what are the expectations of an SDR here? How can I get to the next level? And it basically came to, they laid it out, and whatever that is for your company, if you ask that question and they say this is what it takes, then you say bet. And so for me, it was 80% quota, good standing. And you have to have that 80% quota by, like, I think,
What
what
month?
was it?
3 month
Nine
quota? What?
months in, 9 months
9?
in.
That's good.
So I did that. In fact, for that
Yeah.
whole period of time, 9 months in, I hit quota or I exceeded quota. And what you need to do to get there is having a couple of different things. You want to, of course, network within the company and get information from different people about the product, how it works, because different, like, AEs have a different point of view from a sales manager that has a different point of view from another SDR. And if you get all that information, even if you get a chance to talk to some SEs, sales engineers, get all that information so that really can give you the competitive advantage. So that when you're having these conversations, even when I was early on, my manager mentioned, like, wow, your knowledge of this product is pretty good. It's because I had those conversations. And then you want to kind of think about your internal brand. Like, branding is such a powerful thing.
Huge.
Let's talk. I could talk about that for a long period of time, but we come up on time. But branding is such a powerful thing that you want to really kind of think about your internal branding as well. How am I viewed in this company? When we have big meetings, what kind of questions am I basically bringing up that might be thoughtful questions that might be setting me apart in those meetings? Like, if you want to think about the type of questions you want to have, you want to be naturally curious, so that when you're in, like, those big meetings and things of that nature, you're not you're a person that, wow, this person is talking and they're saying something meaningful. Who is that person? And then you start to create an internal brand by your performance and by your voice. And so that's what I did. And one thing I want to add, and this actually goes into the segment, is to talking about specifically creating systems. And this is something that I had to learn late in my tech sales career. But one thing I think is great is, like what Trey said, they may say, hey, you have to do 40 calls a day. How about you create a system where the goal is not 40 calls, but the goal is how many calls you can get, because how many calls you can get can lead to the impact that you have on the business in regards to booking meetings and things of that nature. So let's say it's 40 calls a day. You're working an 8-hour shift. If you were to do, let's say, 5 calls every hour, right? That gives you that 40, right? Let's just bump that to 7 per hour. Now you have a
Yeah.
system, and the system will go beyond that 40 calls. Or let's say you want to send out a certain amount of emails. Let's say that you decide to have a system where you use the technology that would uh, that can help you personalize quickly and then send out emails. And you decide to do, let me just do 5 emails uh, in this email block, or 10 emails when your quota is 20, but you have now 3 blocks where you're doing 10 emails. Now you have 30. So if you think about it more as a system about who you're becoming versus just the output and getting to the specific goal, you'll surpass whatever system that, or whatever quota that they have in front of you. And that actually leads to the next section, which is something that we wanted to talk about. And I want to leave this with you real quickly, y'all. I'm going to go to the comment section because I think there's some really good comments in here that I think will be very helpful as well. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure that oh, there's another question in there. You know what? I may not be able to we may not be able to do what we want to do today, Dre. I think
I
this is an
agree.
episode
That's fine,
this is an
bro.
episode that's take this is an episode that's
That can
taking a life of its
that
own.
can that can run the next episode, bro. That can
Yeah.
be the main segment for the next episode. So that's all good.
Yeah, we're talking about the movie next time. We're gonna I love it though. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah,
We're about
this
to
is
start
it.
earlier at this point. But yeah, so that's what I have to say about it. But let's go to the comment section because Damien has a really good comment. I want to honor the people that are here. Question. So I have a lot of PM experience and sales. My resume is solely around PM experience, but a recruiter told me I was overqualified for the entry level position. How do I get around that? I think Trey, I don't know if you want to say something, Trey, before I get into it.
Go ahead, and I'll go after you.
To be honest with you, because I don't really have a lot of experience on the PM level, but I'm going to just say what I think I would do in this situation where I'm coming to them and they say I have a lot of experience, but a recruiter told me I was overqualified for every entry level position. I would I would try to network with the company that may have a position available. I'm trying to network with the hiring manager, the person that's in DEI, and I'm trying to basically build through relationships. And the reason why I'm saying pivoting in that way is because, and I'm not saying that you can't do it at that company that you're looking at right now. Oh, you added another comment. He said, I'm trying to find a PM role. I was juggling both, trying to find either one just to get my foot back through the door. Yeah, I would say as an SDR, I think they should be able to they would be able to consider you for an SDR position. I mean, a lot of people start over from other industries as an SDR. So that's one thing I would say. But to really kind of get into these companies, networking with the who's hiring who and who is, and I say this all the time, so forgive me if y'all heard this from me before, but who's hiring for the position that I want to be in and who is in the position that I want to be in. I'm networking with those people and I'm having conversations with those people about, hey, how do you join the company culture? Like, what are the KPIs and things of that nature with those that are in that position? They give me that feedback. They let me know how it is. And then for those that are hiring for the position I want to be in, now I come to the table like, hey, I spoke with so on and so forth, and I heard the KPIs of this, the company culture. I really think I would be a great fit for this. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a mentor of mine who basically he preaches networking, like that's his thing. He's like, he literally was hired by a company that created a role for him just because he was able to network with the right people and show them the value that he can bring to their organization. They literally created a sales role for him. I think it was a sales role. They literally created a role because everybody's like, yo, we've been talking to you. Everybody knows you in our company. Like, why you don't work here? And then the same person, HR had to run them down because they never got their resume. Oh my gosh, we hired you and we didn't even you never got your resume. It was literally at that point, it was literally like just for procedure purposes. Not to downplay a resume. Resume is important, but if you can
For sure.
convey what you know through the networking process, then that value that you can basically show them there, doors will open for you. And I think the thing that really helps with that is building a brand as well. You might be able to share your experiences in being in sales, share some sales stories, post that on LinkedIn and things of that nature. Share some PM stories, post that on LinkedIn and share that as well. And people will start coming to you. and asking you, hey, I have this opening here as well. So branding, networking, that would be my answer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, bro, I'm gonna go along those same lines, right? The quickest point from A to B is a straight line. So at the first one you posted, I would have had a totally different answer, but adding in that second one, it says you're also looking to find either one. So if
Mm-hmm.
they're telling you you have way more PM experience, and you may not, you may be overqualified, two things. One, if you're going for the sales side, hey, speak to that objection before it even comes out of their mouth. So, hey, by the way, God, I know I have quite a bit of PM experience, but what I'm looking to do here is to get into this industry. I love your company, and I want to be in this side of the company now instead of the PM side. And so that being said, I'm willing to start at the very bottom and work my way up. I know in the first interview, y'all mentioned that 15 months is the longest that I would be in this role. Personally, I'm willing to do that 15 months at this lower role, knowing that there's more for me in this company, and I'm going to work my butt off to get there. So now they're seeing why, because a lot of times people in interviews, they're looking at your resume and they might be trying to figure out, why is this person wanting to be on this team? Right. So that's where that overqualified piece comes in. But if I can speak to that before you speak to it, I just eliminated that objection. Hey, when we're making this up in our mind that they might not want this role because it's an entry level role. I'm here because I want the role. So let me just go ahead and get that out your mind before you even think it. This is why I'm here, and this is why I'm interviewing for this specific role. You got that route. I said two, but there's three. You can, hey, if they feel like, if the recruiter, if that was for a tech company and that tech company recruiter said you might be overqualified, fix your resume up, go for the AE roles. Try and because you do have sales experience, you might start there and see, because I don't know what kind of sales experience. So that might be another option for you. And then thirdly, like I said, the quickest route from A to B is a straight line. Go to a tech company in the PM role and then network and get in. And then while you're there, network and work with the sales team and work your way over to that side. So now it's, I'm working for a tech company. I'm in the PM side now, but eventually I'm looking to get over here on the sales team. So that's having those meetings with your managers, setting up what do you call it, share time, or side by sides, where you're actually looking at what they do and how they do it, and then having those conversations around getting into the sales team when that time comes. But I mean, just add those on to what Joseph is saying. I didn't want to say the same exact things, so those are just some other options there. You muted, Joseph.
I'll be doing that sometimes. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
Andrea says, "Love the tips. Thank you so much for rocking with us, Andrea. Man, she was on both sides, YouTube and
yeah,
and
yeah.
LinkedIn. Appreciate that for sure. And I'm going to go to this before I go to other comments, because there's a lot of comments here as well. But Operation Tech Takeover says, find the internal champion in the company and mentors. Look back at the video Joseph had with Jewel Love. It's very insightful. Yeah, that was a very insightful conversation. And he definitely talked about that, internal champions, finding sponsors and mentors, which are different. I'm going to probably try to get, if you're listening to this, I'm going to try to get the CEO of Peabody to talk about his app, where he basically has,
Mm,
you could basically create your board of advisors, your personal board of advisors from that app, and so it's really cool. Yep, you have your first interview. Congratulations.
yeah.
Definitely interview success is important. And I'm gonna hint this right now, because Nikolai talks about it as well. You want to show them that you could do the job. That's how you get the job. And how do you show them? I'm going to kind of make this pivot now to Nikolai's comment, because it kind of ties into that. As a personal NYU certified personal trainer at Equinox, I was new, zero clients out of 60 trainers. I built my clientele one at a time. I was consistent and knowledgeable due to my experience in the courses I had at NYU, but I could relate to people, and that combination is or was my secret to success. And then he also mentioned that it's not just what you've done. Hiring managers want to know what you can do. Can you hack being a salesperson? Some people can't hack being rejected and sell something. Anything have anything you have on eBay accounts and sell books, like sell your own belongings. Basically, is like you want to kind of be able to show them that, hey, I was able to do this. Or you can look at your past experience and say, hey, this is what I did that's relatable to sales. Kind of break it down in sales terminology with metrics and things of that nature, right? Sell something, and they want high potentials, people who will produce, which will benefit them. And and then Damien was kind of adding on to that. I really need to get you guys. Yeah, definitely give it us, connect with us for
For
sure. We
sure.
could definitely talk about it as well. And lastly, Nikolai says an NYU certified personal trainer had sold exercise packages, sometimes 50 sessions at yeah, 2,500. I know somebody in New York who had the most sales within the company. I forgot her name. I used to know her. Uh, she had the most sales, and they like moved her. She was in New York. They like moved her to California. Like they were like,
Dang. Like, hey, we need you
they
over here.
yeah. But I never thought myself as a salesperson, right? I see that there. Oh, watching from the gym. What up, Bubakar? What up, man? Getting
Yeah,
it
getting
in.
that
I
work in.
appreciate that. Get
Getting
that
that
work.
work in. Yes,
Rent
sir.
is due, as our friend Javon would say. Oh yeah, America's number one morning show. I appreciate that. He didn't say tech morning show. He said number one morning
Yeah,
show. I appreciate you
that's
saying that.
different right there. That's different.
That's different. That's different. Let me see if I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anybody here in the comment section. But yeah, I wanted just to kind of say that as we're going forth, you know, we're wrapping up on time here, but I really want to encourage
Mhm.
everybody that no, I don't know if I'll do justice if I talk about it now. I want to talk about it. I don't mind going over and talking about it. Do you think it might be a good thing for us to talk about today, or just save it for another time? The
We can
next
save it for
segment.
another time, bro. Yeah, we can
All
save
right,
it.
all right, all right.
Yeah,
I'll save it.
it's good.
I'll
It's good. It's good, y'all. That's why Joseph wants to say it today.
Yeah, it's our
But
last episode of the
but
year. It can really help you for the
but see,
future. That's all.
he going. I know. Look, just
Yes,
give a little bit then, because the thing is, I also didn't want to cut it short. I
that's
didn't
true.
want it
All right, I'm gonna
to
hold
get
off.
sped through.
I'm gonna
Give him a
hold
little
off.
bit. Give him a little bit, and then let him know, yo, we're gonna get y'all right in the next episode.
Yes,
Because I do
yes,
understand this is going into the new year.
yeah. Oh, you know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. I'll say it like this: that we're gonna talk. We were gonna talk about a book that I think everybody should purchase, or if you have not purchased it yet, go ahead and buy it. It's called Atomic Habits. Put in the section here. You could go click on that link. It's on Amazon. If you have not purchased that book before, and what I'll do is I'll show the video, show the page here if you haven't seen it, just so you kind of get an idea. We're going to be talking about this book in the future. I'm actually at page 60 something with this book. And I just want to encourage everybody to read it because it basically kind of ties into one of the questions that we had earlier today, which is in regards to how do you stand out at your job. And really, this book is about how do you stand out in life by James Clear. If you haven't read a book, it's an excellent read. And it's basically about creating systems. I'm not gonna lie. I would say I'm a goal oriented person, right? And that has its place, but really what you
Yeah,
want to do is you want to create systems to become the person that does the thing, right? And
yeah,
I'm not there yet. I haven't arrived, but this is a book that's really trying to help me to become that person that can do the
yeah,
things that I want to do. And I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, there's Audible. I see some in the comments. There's Audible. There's a Kindle version. There's a hardcover version, um, and then there's a paperback version of it as well. You can just go ahead and click on the link if you're on my YouTube channel, it's there, and you could definitely go ahead and click the link there and kind of lock in with us. I'm gonna put it on LinkedIn as well, just in case people want to grab a copy of that book. But but
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
It's good stuff, y'all. I read it a couple years ago, and like he said, like right, Joseph said, systems are what change the game in our lives, right? When we
Mm,
can have systems, because what it does is it allows you to open, like, give more space into your brain for other things. Because when you have systems, I don't have to think about what's next. I know
mm,
what's next,
yeah.
right? So what does that do? over time, that repetition turns into muscle memory. So I don't even that now what muscle memory, I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing because I do it. That's what I do. And so it just keeps going. Now my brain is open for other things and other ways to get stuff done. And so yeah, when we can have those systems in our lives, and it also limits not commotion. What am I want to use a stronger word. I don't know. It eliminates a lot of the extra things that are going around us, right? Where we're
Yeah,
always out of place
distractions.
and always out of place, always looking around trying to, oh, what's next? And frantic. When you have systems in place, you know what's
Yeah,
next. And again, stress levels go down. Why? I'm not concerned about what I'm about to do. It's already like I do this every day, or I do this
yeah.
every week, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, y'all, it's very important to get those habits in place, right? And the book, it gives you a stronger system to be able to get those systems in place.
Yeah. I think that that's something that we could definitely explore next year in regards to how we could, as a community, read some books together, do some things, some deep dives into stuff, have those conversations, because we want to improve, right? We want to improve in every area of our lives. And we talked about that. We were talking, well, we didn't talk about it, but in the new year, right? We want to do the same thing. We want to make those improvements and grow. And so,
Yeah.
so that's important. It's important for sure.
Oh, for
I
sure.
This has been a great one. This has been a great one. I love that we're going on
That's
tangents.
how you
We
go
did.
out.
That's how you go out for sure. And let me not get too carried away. Let me go straight to the comments section here. I have a Nikolai said, yes, it's y'all get got upgraded and renewed for 2024. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
absolutely.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, get the
Get the
Audible version. He
I
says,
definitely
yes.
got both. Yeah, you got to have both.
Yeah, and he said, God bless you, fam. Praying for you, your families, and your business. Thank you, Michael. Definitely
Appreciate you,
appreciate
Michael.
that. Yeah, we're trying to be faithful in this thing and grow this thing out within season. We have a lot of things happening in both of our lives. But we're trying to be faithful to this. So thank you so much for sure. And Bubakar says, one thing I've learned from the job application guys, you just need to identify where you fit in. It takes a lot of efforts, but learn to niche your industry down and target the company you see yourself in. Ethnicity, diversity, work ethic, attitude, and personality. This is a life hack. All
That's for
right.
sure.
Definitely want to make sure you do your research for sure. Absolutely. I think I have this one in Audible. Yep. Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great. And then I have a physical book in the Audible version. Great, great. I'm glad you guys, everybody's getting it. Please, please read it.
yeah,
Please try to apply it to your life. It's not, it's not easy. And if you need somebody to hold you accountable, I need somebody to hold me accountable. I'm going to have Trey do that for me. That definitely is part of the reasons why it helps you to grow, is to have somebody to hold you accountable, which we're going to talk about the next time we talk about this subject. So we got a couple
yeah.
episodes already. We got the movie. We got this Audible version. We had another episode that came out of this one. I got to figure out what that is. Y'all got to remind me,
Yep.
y'all.
Yep.
Book combo would be dope. Yeah, this is what we need to do. Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a great one as well.
Definitely
And
have to have that one.
yeah, and effective. The Letters of Effective Executive are the top 2 books of all time. Yeah, so that's something we could definitely really look into, is how we could get these books in a more conversational way, have everybody chime in like we did today,
Oh, of
and really
course.
kind of let the
Well, I mean,
conversation flow.
the only way to get to all the book conversations, you got to be in the community. That's the only
Yeah,
way. So
and
if you're
and we
not in
talk
there,
about that. That's one of the
you only
conversations that we're
if
having
you're
behind
not
this.
if you're not in the community, you're only getting some of the book conversations that we're having. So I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Well, you guys by your comments, you're birthing something here. I didn't think that we got my mind is racing. And I'm thinking, that's why my knees are shaking. I'm like, ooh, I got some thoughts now. All right. Well, listen, y'all, thank you so much for rocking with us. It is after the 8 o'clock hour, but no worries. We're working on some things in the new year. We're definitely going to be talking about how we could do a few of the things that came up this year. Talk that tech. Oh, y'all gonna be looking out for us, man. We could be doing some stuff.
We'll be in these streets
We're gonna be in
in a
these
good way.
streets in a good way. on the which side are you leaning on? We leaning on the Lord's side. We're not going on that.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's the different street we're walking on, right? But yeah. But yeah, no, I'll just play with y'all. But listen, thank you so much, everybody, for rocking with us, tuning in with us, man. This was the last episode of 2024, but by the grace of God, we'll see you. Last episode of 2023. By the grace of God, we'll see you in 2024. Thank you so much. And one more time for those in the back, what are we, Trey? We are the
#1 tech morning show in the world, man. And we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We got this.
It's time. It's time. That's right. Let's be clear. I love Andre's. Let's be clear. Peace, y'all. See y'all later.